Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an SU-101. It's a Tier 8 Soviet tank destroyer. It's located on the south spawn of Glacier and it's under the command of the Royal Penguin. And there's an unusual looking 122 TM. Yes, I'm sure he, when he woke up that morning, he had to put those clothes on, didn't he? Yes. Really does. They are making a joke of the game sometimes when they put skins like that in it, but I think the skin on this one's pretty unusual as well, isn't it? It's the Christmas skin with the mandarins and the yogurt. Oh dear. Oh well, what next? Well, this tank destroyer, only two of which were actually built, the SU-101 and the SU-102, has a 122mm gun with 440 alpha, penetrating 258mm with standard AP, with heat rounds that will go through 340. They only produced two vehicles. The SU-101 actually supposed to have only the 100mm gun, and the SU-102 was supposed to have the 122mm, but both projects were cancelled because the war ended before... Whoa, watch where you're going. He wasn't watching where he was going. He was writing. He was writing. Okay, he's found the enemy, gets a shot in, pulls back for cover, gets a high roll. His reload time 10.23 seconds. I think if I remember correctly, the reload time is normally about 12. Okay, he's locked onto the Barask and takes him out. He's getting nudged in the rear by his teammates because they're anxious to get ahead of him. In fact, both of them are his platoon mates. Now, he's reluctant to go further than this point at the moment because I think he believes that he might be able to get shots on the enemy. And there also could be an enemy tank just below him, a T-44. And it was the T-44 that this tank was actually based on. And there he is. And it looks like he's managed to wedge himself on his side. And I think now, yeah, he's going to take that guy out. Oh, no, Jag Tiger. Okay, the T-44 has been wiped out. The kill went to termites, are good. And the Jag Tiger's gone down as well. That T-69 is getting in the way. Okay, he's joining his the rest of his platoon on the ring road. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was typing when he drove into that rock. It's a bit embarrassing when you do that. You know, you're busily typing away. You think, yeah, I've got plenty of time, no problem. Oh dear, driving fail. Oh, now this is not good. Both of those enemies have now fired. So he's going to get a chance to get positioned before they're ready to shoot back at him, and he's going for the cupola, and he gets it. TS5, the best spot to hit is the cupola. It's so easy to hit that spot. Unfortunately, the gun of this wreck is actually getting in the way, but he's now got an ISU-152K, the Christmas tank, as is the GSOR on his own team, who's trying to get in on this. Termites is taking fire from the enemy. Now, Termite's got the kill there, but did he suffer any damage because he tried to barge in? And yes, he did, because he's now out the game. Unfortunately, he just got taken out by the TS5. And I think that's now down to the Royal Penguin to finish that guy off. Unfortunately, the gun of that wreck is really getting in the way. Ah, he got that one in though. Now, it really does help that the engine is up front in this vehicle and the crew at the back, because it's very much more difficult for the enemy to take out the crew, but they can take out the engine and the transmission on this tank because that's up the front. Now, is he going to move forward? I think he's worried about shots coming from that Lansing Sea, so he's backing up. No, you're not going to get a shot on him, not with that geezer in the way. Let's have a look. There's a T-55A below them, and in fact actually he's trying to come up and he's marked him. said, watch out, T55A coming up behind T69. Can you get a shot? You might be able to. Yes. No, he didn't take it because he didn't have a clean shot. He did then. And he's just worried about that TS5 coming around the corner while he's side on. Okay, he's going to get behind this T55 and give him a nasty shot. Okay, go for the ram. Didn't get a ram, but he can hit this guy. Okay, he's trying to get himself on the target. There you go. And the TS5's decided to get involved, and he's come around the corner. And I think he's very wisely, Raw Penguin decided to back up. He now has the side of the TS5, but unfortunately the Skoda managed to get him from a distance. And he's now switched to the Lynx and now to the Scorpion. I think they've got this game in hand. It looks like he managed to get at least 20% of the enemy hit pool before he was taken out. And we'll have to wait and see how much damage he actually did, but I think it was a lot. I'm showing 4,535, and that should be a Unicum level. Oh, that guy manages to get a shot on the Lurva. It's one Lurva hitting another one, because basically the E75TS is a Lurva in disguise. Yes, that was rather awkward, that. He was quite right to be worried about the enemy tanks down near the centre shooting up in this direction. When the TS5 came round, he had to back away, because if he tried to fight him face to face, he would have found it very, very difficult. The SU-101 has only 3 degrees of gun depression, so you can't depress your gun at all, really. And so backing up was a smart move, because it then forced the TS5 to engage both tanks at the same time, and in doing that, oh, rear-ended. In doing that, he actually got shots into the side of the TS5, which made him obviously very vulnerable, and the TS5 was killed. Well, there's only 4 enemies remaining. 2 of them are here, the GSO R1008 and the Wizzy 111 1 GFT. And oh, he can't make up his mind where he wants to be. There you are. Stay there. That's better. We are seeing the action from a distance. There goes one of them. Both his platoon mates died, but they both, well, one of them managed to get 2 kills. The 122 TM, who was also in his platoon, didn't get any kills at all. And that was the wreck, actually, that he was finding it difficult to shoot underneath the gun. Okay, only 2 enemies remaining, a Lurva and a Lanson C. Now the Lanson, well, we don't know. Oh, we do know where he is. There he is. But the Lurva should be over somewhere in the northwest corner of the map. So I'm wondering why nobody's gone over there to try and kill him. I think that's where they're all headed now. I think this T-30's got the better idea, because I suspect that Lurva... Oh, he's drowned! He drowned himself. Oh, what a disappointment. Here's the end of battle stats, and it was an ace tanker game for the Royal Penguin in the SU-101. He also managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7, a 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, and he did get the high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game overall, thanks to that very good 122mm gun. If we look at the team score, we can see that he managed to get 4,535 hit points of damage, the next high scorer being the T69, who was with him for some of the way, with 4,102 hit points, and that was followed by the E75TS with 3,341. When it came to kills, it was the Panhard who did the best. The Lynx managed to get 3 kills, 2 kills went to the Standard B, GSOR and Royal Penguin, and also to the TS5 on the enemy team. Nobody else on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill, would you believe it? When it came to base XP, it was the Royal Penguin who got the highest with 1,316, 1,143 went to the T69, 1,104 went to the E75TS. And where are his platoon mates? There they are. Termites are good in the GSOR. 1008 managed to get 2 kills and 634, 928 damage. And the other one, who was in the 122 TM, who was a wreck, unfortunately didn't get any damage whatsoever. I think he rushed into the enemy too quickly and got taken out fairly promptly by that TS5, as well as the other enemy tanks that were waiting in ambush. He only got 409 XP. So let's have a look at the detail. 12 shots fired, 12 direct hits and 12 penetrations. Good accuracy by the Royal Penguin. 4,535 hit points of damage, of which 372 were done at 300 meters. He received 6 hits from the enemy, 4 of which were penetrations, 2 non-penetrations, and 790 hit points of damage blocked by his armor. He spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 2, did 40 hit points of 405 hit points of damage assistance in that game. 44,521 credits on a premium count, and after repair and ammunition resupply took away 34,310 credits. He got 1,316 XP, 7,896 from personal missions payout, and 296 for playing in the platoon, took away 10,166 experience points altogether. So that's a nice score, that is, to bump up his crew skills. But it's his first ace tanker in the SU-101, and I think he's very pleased about that. Unfortunately, he didn't survive the battle, but there again, I think the situation was well, kind of expected that TS5 to come around that corner and go after him after he chased back to try and get the T55A. He did it exactly right. He had to go after that T55A, but I think he might have been able to get him sooner if he'd actually dropped off the edge of the ring road and actually gone down behind the T55 and then come up, and you might have actually survived the battle that way, because then the TS5, when he actually relocated to come round and deal with the enemy, would have actually come at him face to face, and then he could have picked exactly how he took him on. But well, we'll never know now. But he did the right thing to engage the T55A, and he did his best to fend off that TS5, but he couldn't stop the enemy tanks in the centre from firing around him whilst they're all engaging each other. So well done on your ace tanker, and better luck next time. And at least he got a high calibre out of it. You can't knock that. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below, because it feeds the algorithm and gets our videos noticed. Thanks very much for watching.